Brandy, otherwise known as Mystery of Diamonds, and welcome to my channel. If you're new here, hey y'all. Okay, we got special nails. That means we're doing something special. So, this is my whip and chat for this week of Smashing the Specials, which is the collaboration that I am doing with Mindy from Mindy's Diamond Moment. We are smashing as many specials as we can, but I do have a little unboxing, you know, stuff that I still haven't showed y'all that I've still got to do. I told y'all I have a ton of special drill projects. So far I've done 19, and so the one that I work on in this video will be number 20, which, woo, unbelievable, let me tell you. All right, so this first one comes from one of my favorite places on Etsy to actually buy special drill projects, which is Diamond Painting Bliss, and I will make sure to link her Etsy shop down below, because they have, I mean, it's all special drills all the time, baby. And so let's see. Oh, wait a minute. Hold on. Okay. She always sends like extras, but hold on. I'm trying to get everything out. Okay. So she sends you your invoice and some little stickers. So I got me a transformer and a beautiful psychedelic diamond. Love it. And in here, she tells me that she's grateful for my support, and she started putting nail brushes in the bags because she's found that they work for cleaning your canvas after you complete it by gently brushing over it to get away any of the residue and all that. Ooh! Oh my gosh. And, you know, she always has these really cool little gifty bags, right? And I want to see what all she's got in here in this. Okay, first off, she sent this. Like, look at this. Look at this. Look at this pretty scarf. This is a multi-scarf. Like, look. Like, you can wear it on your head. You could wear it as a face covering in this time. So, ooh, I'm not going to wear it as a top, but, you know. And that is such pretty colors. Oh, my God. Amy, I love it. Okay. Okay. Let me put that to the side. And let's see what we got here. Okay. I'm trying to get everything out. No, don't go nowhere. Okay. Oh, my God. She knows I do my nails, I think. And she's given me this little stencil guide so I can put some cute little designs on my nails. Oh, I love that. Ah! And I have one of the triangle trash trays. Love those. Ooh. She always sends ABs, and this is 224. She gets these off of Tina Burney's site, and they are Tina Burney's sparklers, and ABs are gorgeous, and this is one I don't have. Oh, that is so pretty. I see, here's that nail brush that she was talking about, which, yes, this does work really well on your canvas to be able to get off any residue that you have. Oh my God. Oh my God, are you kidding me? Look at this tiny little washi tape dispenser. Oh my God, that is too cute. Ah, and it's rainbows. Okay, sorry. I love little goodies. And she sends these wax pencils, which are really good for special drills. I do like those. I'm gonna put that to the side. Oh, look, now she's got a measuring tape that has, oh, well, see, if I was smart, I'd know that you push the button to send it back in. Ooh, okay. But it has her logo, Diamond Painting Bliss. Be happy, be bright, be dazzling. And it's a measuring tape. Oh, that is so cool. And she's got a ducky pencil sharpener. I have a thin little washi tape which has little yellow flowers. That's pretty. And she usually does send like these little paper clips, which I have heart paper clips and a star keychain, little alligator clips, and a carabiner. Oh, I always like those. And she has started recently sending this little wax pot with, I think I heard Grace of GB Maltese say that she thinks that this is museum putty. I'm not real sure, but it is a putty. And guys, this is what she sends, stuff like this. Every time that you order from her, you get a little goodie bag, a little something thank you from her. And that is, guys, you have no idea how awesome that is, okay? So I did order this because I do like wolves, okay? I do like wolves. I'm an animal person through and through, and I cannot help it. So I got this little hanging of a wolf, and it does come with a chain and stuff, but you know, and I'm wondering, this is thick paper. I'm wondering if I can put it, because I do know that when you go to hang this, it doesn't stay. It kind of folds up some, and so I want to put something stiff on the back. So I might use this. But it does come with this chain inside your basic toolkit to be able to hang this up. Oops. Okay. So let's look at what drills come on this beauty. All right. Crinkle alert. Oop. Oh. Ooh. I have never seen these before. This is like, okay, like it's got, oh my God. It's got like this little gold thing in the center, and then like little gold going around it. I have never seen those. And then we have big gold slivers, and we have that like pink gold marquee. We got us some gold rhinestones, a little bit darker gold rhinestones, I guess, or are they the same? No, they're the same. Okay, okay, so we got two of them. That means this is a lot on the canvas. And then we have red rhinestone. Ooh, blue ABs. I do like blue ABs. And then we have two of these white ABs. And then we have a clear rhinestone. And we have one red teardrop, which number 9, that red teardrop, is gonna go right there. Oh, is this not beautiful, guys? Oh my God, I cannot wait to do this. Oh, this is gonna be gorgeous. All right, so let me clean this up and I will go on to the next one. Okay, I am back with my next one, which are keychains. And this is a 2-pack keychain. So this would count as 2 separate kits. So crinkle, crinkle while I figure out how to open this. Alright, so your basic toolkit. Get out of the bag. They like to stick in there sometimes. Okay. Okay, yes. Woo! It's just that for some reason there's stickiness on the plastic. I had a little heart attack there. But I have little seahorse keychains. Like, oh, look at them! Like, there's one seahorse. And there's 2 seahorses. Ooh, this one is like a green and pink seahorse. This one's pink and purple. Mindy would like this seahorse, I think. And then we have blue. So those are really pretty. All right, so let's take a look at the drills that will come on this. Crinkle, crinkle. Maybe. Possibly. Okay. There we go. Whew. Want to give me a hard time today. Alright, so this is regular black, which domes, which I think are probably for the eyes. And then we have this pink iridescent dome. Ooh, that's a new one for me. Look at this. It's the iridescent with the star in the center. Ooh, I've had like pearls with the star in the center, but not a clear iridescent. Ooh, I like that. And then we have the pearl domes. And then we have a blue, bigger rhinestone. Then we have purple rhinestone, reddish rhinestone, pink, green. See, I knew there was green in there. Clear. Ooh, pretty turquoise. And a brilliant blue. Ooh, I like those. So these are going to be really cute. All right, so let's put these to the side. And let's look at this second set. If I can get into... I don't know why I'm having trouble finding the ends of these things. Y'all ever struggle with that? There we go. Whew. All right, basic toolkit. All right, now I have actually done this set before, but they turned out so cute that I felt like I had to get it again. And this is the owl set. And I know the people that I gave them to last time, they really loved them. So you have this pink owl. You have... I don't like that they stick together out of the... Okay, so you have this orange winking owl. I called this the little sassy mad owl. He's like this yellow owl, and he's got like this, but believe it or not, the person I gave my last one to loved it. Then you have the purple owl, a green owl, and a sleepy blue owl. Oh, so cute. Alright, and then, so on drills, you have a green, and then this is a little bit lighter green. We have a clear. Here's your regular black, but this just makes it pop. It makes the other rhinestones pop. And this is a brilliant green. Then you have your orangish purple. Here's pink. It's a different color purple. This is a deeper orange. You have your yellow. And this is a brown. Ooh, look at that. Pretty tealish blue. And this is a lighter tealish blue. Here's our sapphire blue, a light pink, and a dark pink. So, and actually this one has one more than what my original set had. So I'm looking forward to the little sleepy owl, because I didn't have that one last time. All right, let me clean this up and then we'll get on to the next one. Okay, for the next one, I have a canvas, and this one is pretty much a full coverage canvas, so this one will take me a while. Comes with your basic toolkit, but it's one that, with me being a teacher at a place with bulldogs, like as the mascot, I couldn't resist this one. Like, look how cute this is. But this one is full coverage. Like everything is drilled in all different special. It's a 35 by 35. Oh my gosh. So it's got, I'm not going to really pull out the drills because they're in here nicely and I'm not being successful getting them back in. But you have beautiful blues, and you have them in like different shape, or not shapes, but sizes, so that it does that bubble effect like I did on my tissue box. And then we've got some brown and black. And the black's just regular black. You know what? Okay. I want to see what they are too. Sorry. So we have a brown. And then this is a gray. It's like a smoky gray. And then here's a lighter brown. So you got regular black. You have this pretty blue. You've got the same. Yeah, we've got two of this pretty, or no, three of this size blue, because this is the background. And then we have two of the medium size blue in the background, and one of the large. Okay, because the large, there's not as many of the large as there are the small and medium going around here, but it's going to look so cute when this is done. Is that not, like, look at that face? How can you resist that face? Look at that, do the face. And I know that my friend who I am going to be doing this for and giving to, who is also a huge collector of Bulldog paintings, will like flip her lid. I'm so excited. All right, so let me clean this one up and I'll be right back. Okay, so this is the last of the little unboxings that I have, which is this beautiful cat, which, you know, it's kind of like probably like a jaguar or a leopard or something, just without spots. But it is, look at this. Is that not beautiful? And this is an artist journal. You know, it doesn't have lines, but that is perfectly okay with me. But there is a lot to drill on this one. So let's take a look at the drills. Crinkle alert. Okay, so we have an orange and a yellow. And then we have a brighter yellow, blue, green. Oh, this is a pretty green. Red. We got an ABs in here. Here's a blue ABs. AB, if you're not sure what AB means, it means Aurora Borealis. And it just means it has this iridescent coating on it that catches different colors depending on how the light hits it. Then we have sky blue teardrops. Oh, I love these. These are some of my favorites. This is, it's like multicolor marquees. They are just gorgeous. Then we have some blue AB teardrops. We have some, some champagne teardrops. And we have some more of that multicolor blue, purple, yellow, or orange, like everything in there, of the small circles. Wow. Oh, this one's going to look pretty. Oh. Alright, so let me clean this up and get us ready for our whip and chat. Okay, so we're going to do the whip and chat part, but I want to make sure that I remind you that the giveaway will be at the end of the whip and chat. All right, so, you know, last week I talked about how I had, you know, this special experience going to Mexico from being at my school. Well, I had another special trip that it happened to be actually in the same year, which was my senior year, because I was in the band at my school. I was color guard, And what that means is that if you don't know what color guard is, we're the ones that when you see a halftime show that have the flags and are spinning the flags and whatnot, that's us. That's color guard. And at my high school, usually at most high schools, the in thing to be is like a football player or a cheerleader or whatnot, but not at my school. At my school, being in the band was the big thing. I know that sounds really strange, but it's true. And so, like, I'm not kidding. When I tried out for color guard, there were 250 girls that were trying out for it, and he only accepted 25. So, that was something. So anyway, our senior year. Now, let me back up a second. Our band has been invited to many different things. Okay, they've been in the Macy's Day Parade, Tournament of Roses, Rose Bowl Parade, all kinds of things. Well, the year before I joined, they had gone to the Macy's Day Parade for their 5th year in a row, because the thing is that you can only go, or at least this is what they told us, is that you can only go to the Macy's Day Parade for 5 years, and then you have to take a 2-year break. So my very first year, because I only got a chance to be in the band for my 11th and 12th grade year, since I got there so late, my 10th grade year. And so our first year, we went to Universal Studios, and we were in a parade at Universal Studios in a little competition where we won every prize, and people were getting really sick of hearing our name being called for the trophies. But then my senior year, we were trying to decide where we were going to go, and we got an invite to be in the St. Patrick's Day Parade in Dublin, Ireland. And we were actually the very first high school band from Alabama to ever be invited to participate in the St. Patrick's Day Parade in Dublin, Ireland. So it was a really big honor, and we were super excited. And I had always wanted to travel to Ireland because I found out when I was in Ireland, that I actually, there is family history there, so it was actually pretty neat. So anyway, we were going to be performing in this St. Patrick's Day Parade. The mayor of Birmingham made that day for that year the Homewood High School Marching Band Day. It was pretty neat. And so we were going to be in Ireland for about 10 days. Now, because there were over 250 of us in the band, we actually ended up having to take 2 different planes. So the instrument players and the Star Spangled Girls, which was the dance line, they all were on one plane, and they got to leave school a little bit later than we did, because their plane, they were driving to Atlanta and getting to the Atlanta airport and going from there on a straight flight to Ireland. And color guard, well, we had to leave earlier because we were going from the Birmingham airport to like 5 different airports and have to change over flights and whatnot. So like we ended up going to the Houston airport. We went to Chicago's O'Hare. Oh, forgive me. And we went to Heathrow, and you know, and England and stuff. So you know, we got an opportunity. Like, I remember being in the airport in England, and you know, all we saw was the airport. You know, they wouldn't, you know, obviously, because we were waiting for a flight and whatnot, you know, they didn't want us to like leave and see any part of the city. So I didn't get to see any part of England or London other than the airport. But so we finally get through all of this. You know, we're on the plane, and we're finally on Aer Lingus, which is going to take us to Ireland. We are exhausted by this point because we have been in the air for so long, you know, waiting in airports and whatnot. So we were excited to get to see the end in sight. We were coming into the airport at Shannon in Ireland, and I could remember the breakfast that they served. I did not eat a lot of it because I have never had blood sausage, and that's what they were serving. And I don't know, I guess I was a picky eater, and so I just could not bring myself to try the blood sausage. So I'm sure it actually tastes delicious. I just couldn't bring myself to try it. But we finally get to Shannon. Sorry about the crinkling, guys. We finally got to Shannon Airport, or Shannon, and we had to change over our money, and they had a guy playing bagpipes there at the entrance, and we had a bus that was there to pick us up to take us to our hotel, which we were staying in Limerick. And it was just this little hotel, and you know, when we got there, the band had already been there for like 2 hours. You know, even though they left after us because they had a direct flight, they got there way before we did. And so they were well rested, and so when we show up, they are like, the band director is like, okay, so let's go ahead and get our stuff and head out to our first place to go visit. And I remember us color guard girls, we were like, oh my gosh, you know, we just got here. We had just enough time to go put our bags in our room and get ready to get on the bus and head out. And the first place that they took us is it was this castle, but it was a castle within like this little I think it was called Bunry Castle, and it was within this little town thing. So you got a chance to see some town, or some little like cottages and whatnot that had different, because it was specifically set up for tourism, so that you could see like how it might have functioned when it was a functioning castle. And I remember walking into one of the huts, and like there was this really pungent like smoke in the room and whatnot. And that's when we discovered that they don't burn wood because there's not really woods around there. And so they actually burn this stuff called peat moss. And it has a very pungent smell, but they say, you know, you get used to it and everything. And so then after we went through a couple of the little huts, then we went up through the castle. We got to see the banquet room, which was absolutely gigantic. They wouldn't let us go down to the dungeon, so all that we could really see, because, you know, we asked the tour guide, you know, is there a dungeon? Because, you know, hello, we're American kids, and that kind of stuff fascinates us, right? And they're like, no, but here's the doorway. You can look down the little black corridor to see that you go down these stairs that would have led to the dungeon. So, you know, of course we all peeked, just to see what it looked like. But we didn't really get to see much. It was all, you know, blackness and whatnot. And the stairway was really narrow. I think the coolest part of that castle, though, was going up to the turrets, you know, which is the top of the castle, and looking out over the land from the top of the castle. I wish that I could find the pictures. My mom has the picture still of us doing this, but it was a beautiful sight, you know, and I had always wanted to see what a castle looked like. And so to be able to walk around and see a castle that had been refurbished, because in Ireland there's a lot of castles that dot like everywhere, right? So we got an opportunity to see that. And then later on that night, you know, let me rephrase it. Okay, so we got back to the hotel, or inn, because it was called 2 Mile Inn. We got back to the inn, and they said, all right, so now you're going to go have lunch on your own, and then we're going to meet back here at so-and-so time, because we're going to go, we've got dinner reservations. And now, here's the funny thing. A lot of us called home because as we were leaving Birmingham, snow was coming in. And it was reported to be, it was going to be like one of the biggest snows that Birmingham had ever seen. And I remember a lot of us thinking, seriously, we're missing the largest snow that Birmingham has ever seen? Like, oh my gosh. So, of course, you know, we wanted to call our families and check on them and see what was going on. And my mom reported that they were actually snowed in to the house, that the snow was like really high. It was up to her knees or thighs. And so, and in Ireland, it was nice and warm, like I was wearing shorts. So very big temperature difference. Okay, so I go, the inn has like this restaurant that you get to go and eat at, and I remember looking at the menu, and you know, as I see fried chicken, mashed potatoes, and green beans. I was like, okay, y'all forgive that noise outside. My father-in-law has decided to cut the grass. It's summertime, and he likes to cut the grass in the summertime. So I apologize for that, if that you're hearing that outside. But so anyway, I thought, you know, what could go wrong with fried chicken, mashed potatoes, and green beans? And, you know, and I ordered a soda. So the plate gets to me, and my fried chicken is covered in like this sauce, which I've never had fried chicken called fried chicken that was covered in a sauce, and it was usually called something else. So I was like, okay. My mashed potatoes were kind of crunchy, and so were the green beans. It's not that it was bad, but I did have to ask for salt, because they, a lot of the, and I found this out later as we were eating, they didn't really salt anything that I ate. So we had to end up using salt, and I made the mistake of asking for a soda rather than specifically Coca-Cola. And their version, and if you're from Ireland, I do apologize, but the version of soda to American taste buds did not taste good. To my American taste buds did not taste good. So that was an interesting lunch. So then, you know, we got to hang around for a little bit, and then we had to go and get ready for dinner later on. So we found out that we were going to be going to another castle, but this castle was for a medieval banquet. And because we were such a large group, you know, we were the only group that was scheduled for that night. You walk into the castle, and they've got harpists playing beautiful, beautiful music, and whatnot. And they seat us at our table. They chose a couple of students to get to be the king and queen and advisor and whatnot, and sit at the front of the room, because they were going to get to do some different stuff during the evening, which was interesting. I did not get picked. I wish I had gotten picked, but we were having a blast. And you know, we noticed one of the first things was that there was not silverware on our table. The only silverware that we had was a knife. Okay, there was no forks, there was no spoons. And I remember one of my classmates, you know, asking about forks and spoons, and they said, it's medieval times, we don't have those, we eat with our hands. I mean, they stayed totally in character and whatnot. So our entertainment, as we are getting ready, you know, first it's the donning of the napkin, and you know, they asked us to turn to the person next to us and put their napkin around their neck, and then they would turn around and they would put your napkin around your neck. So that was kind of fun. You know, we're like, okay, so we're gonna strap on these napkins here. Then the next part was, while we were waiting for our food, they did like this little thing where they asked the king and queen, was there anybody that they would like to bring up to court for certain charges against them? Well, us being kids, and us being there with our chaperones, including our band director and our color guard instructor, they chose to bring both of them up against charges of excessive practicing, you know, because they constantly make us practice, and it's because they want us to be the best that we can be. That's, you know, that was part of our thing, is being the pride and winning a lot of awards and whatnot. So they were making sure that they even made our color guard instructor bow to them and kiss the floor. And surprisingly, my color guard instructor, he did it, and you know, but you could tell he was just like, okay, y'all just wait, we knew that we would pay for it later, but it was still funny while it was happening. But you know, we had a wonderful meal, and we had mead. Obviously it was non-alcoholic mead, because even though in Ireland you can drink at a younger age, you know, us being Americans, our chaperones are like, no, you know, we can't have alcohol, you're not having alcohol, no. We're not starting that. So the very final part of the meal was they brought around this powder, and they're like, okay, as part of tradition, when you get done eating, is you have this powder that you put on like this part of your hand. And so we're coming around, just hold it on your hand until we tell you otherwise. So we're like, okay. And you know, we're sitting there, and remember, our chaperones are sitting around us as well. And so we sit there, and then when everybody's got the powder on their hands, the hosts or whatnot are like, okay, so now the next thing that you do is you are to put it up to your nostrils and sniff it in, like literally snort it up into your nostrils. because this is going to bring out the flavors that you had in your meal. Now, I remember most of us taking a look at our chaperones like, okay, hold on a second. They want us to snort something up our nose. Yeah, what? And our chaperones just kind of shook their shoulders and like, I guess that's what we're gonna do. So we're like, all right, here we go. I'm in a foreign country and I'm gonna snort something up my nose. Yay! Okay, my chaperone said so. And let's just say that I really wished that I had of not, because we snorted up our nose and instantly. So I don't know if it was a joke that the Irish were playing on us, or if it was really an actual tradition. If there's anybody that is listening to this that is from Ireland and knows like the folklore or whatnot, or medieval times, if this is a real thing, I'd really love to know. And if it was a joke played on us, I'd really like to know, because when we snorted it up, like, you could tell there was like cinnamon and what felt like or what tasted like licorice and stuff. So like anise, maybe some star anise, cinnamon, maybe some pepper, whatnot. But like, it was all these spices is what it was. And I can tell you, I tasted a whole bunch of stuff, but my nose also felt like that I was on fire. I literally felt like my nose, like if I could have cut it off my face and thrown it away, I so would have, because it burned so badly. It burned. So anyway, that was an experience there that I will never forget. And then of course we later on in the week, we participated in a small little parade to get us ready for the big parade, where we won all the prizes that we could win, which, for us, we're actually really used to that. We're used to going someplace and winning everything. We took a trip to Galway, which had like this open air market that you could go through and once again, in another country, barter for what it is that you wanted. And they had like a mall-ish kind of thing. And then we saw probably the most wonderful sight that I have ever seen, which was the McDonald's Golden Arches. Okay, y'all, I understand. We're from America. We see McDonald's all the time. You might even like hate going to McDonald's, but let me tell you, the past couple of days we had been eating very under-seasoned food, or at least, and I love my salt. So for me, anything that doesn't have a lot of salt on it is under-seasoned. So and so to see something that we recognize, we know what the taste is going to be, we were going there in droves. We were so excited. And I think I ended up paying like $7 American money, like the equivalent of $7 in US money, on a kids meal. But I'm telling you, that was the best $7 I had ever paid, because that was the best cheeseburger, McDonald's cheeseburger, that I have ever had in my life. Oh my God, it tasted so good. A little taste of home, and then the next thing I know, we're in there, and one of my classmates is like, y'all, you gotta go to the bathroom. You gotta go to the bathroom. Y'all, this is 1993, okay? And so we're like, what's going on? They're like, just go in the bathroom, you're gonna see. In 1993, in America, at least where I was from, we did not have automated things in the bathroom yet, okay, like we have now. So when I was in Ireland was the absolute first time that I have ever experienced putting my hands up underneath a sink and not touching knobs and water come on, putting my hand under the soap dispenser and then putting my hands up underneath the air dryer, and it dried my hands without touching something. All motion sensor. And we were, you know, and maybe there were other places in 1993 in America that already had this stuff, but we didn't. And so for us, it was a new experience, and we just kept going and washing our hands and drying them and washing our hands and drying them, because it was fun. It was interesting. We'd never experienced it before. All the while, the Irish people are looking at us like really funny, like, y'all don't know how to wash your hands? You know, I mean, they just were like, what in the world is up with these American kids? So anyway, finally, the big day arrives, which is the St. Patrick's Day parade. And now, at this time, we had moved from Limerick to Dublin, and we were staying in Dublin. And I guess I should actually tell you that we got there probably the day before St. Patrick's Day. We had arrived in Dublin, and they let us go, you know, walk around. And honestly, Dublin looked just like any other city. The only difference was that there were a couple of these places where there were where the doors were, the doorknob was in the center of the door. So that was something I had not seen before, so that was interesting to me. I did walk by a house that stated that it was the house where Bram Stoker wrote Dracula, which I have read and watched the movie, and I was just like, oh my gosh, here's where Bram Stoker wrote Dracula. Like, this is amazing. Of course, you know, we couldn't go in the house or anything. All we saw was the plaque, you know, on the outside of the building. All right, so we find out, if we think that St. Patrick's Day celebration in America is huge, it cannot hold a candle to St. Patrick's Day in Ireland. They had down in the lobby, they had this bowl of clovers and some pins so that you could pin clovers. And I mean, I don't mean fake clovers. I mean, they were real clovers that you could pin to your shirt as you're walking around for St. Patrick's Day. And we each took some and put them on, but of course, you know, we knew that we were going to have to take them off when we had to get ready for the parade, because we had to get in our uniform. So we'd already done the parade competition part, because anytime that you are competing in a parade competition, first you have to perform a standing routine in front of the judges, like at a separate location. And then from that, they chose what lineup that you would be in the parade. And ends up, we were in the very last, I mean, we were the last thing in the parade. So there was a lot of waiting happening while the rest of the parade, because this is a huge parade that happens. And there's a lot of waiting that we had to do. And only the first band and the last band got to stop and perform their routine in front of the Lord Mayor of Dublin. So we already knew that being the last band that we were going to get to perform our routine in front of the Lord Mayor of Dublin. Which was super exciting, because the other bands, you know, with the exception of the first band, did not get to do that. And I remember that my mom told me after I called her later on, that she said she turned on her TV to, I think it was Good Morning America, and she said when she turned on the TV to that show, instantly she saw my face, because in the parade there were cameras and the camera guy, I guess at the time that she had turned on her TV, had the camera pointed, like he was down on the ground and he was pointing the camera up so you could see me, and I was spinning my flag. And so she was just like, oh my God, I can't believe I just saw you on TV on Good Morning America. So that was exciting. I wish that she had recorded it, but she didn't know that she was going to see me. And of course, you know, they don't stay on you long, right? You know, they put you on for a little bit, and then you know, they go on to others. So she didn't know to record it because she didn't know it was going to happen. So we go all the way through the parade, which happens to end at our what do you call it, at the hotel where we were staying. And so we went in, and that night was going to be the award ceremony for the parade to find out who won and whatnot. And only the adults could go to the award ceremony. They didn't allow kids to go. So the rest of the high schools went to a party. However, we were not allowed to go to the party. Our band director was like, nope, you will sit here. You will wait for us to come back from the award ceremony. Because we knew before going in that he expected us to win Best Overseas Band. I mean, we went in knowing that that was his expectation. And so he wanted us waiting until they got back, because if we didn't win that, we were going to be in trouble. So as unfair as it was, we sat there and we waited and we waited and we waited, and finally we see our band director, and he walks in and he does not have a happy look on his face, and all of us were just like, oh no, we're in trouble. Oh man, all I could see in my head was practice after practice after practice that we were fixing to endure. And of course, you know, he made the speech. He's like, you guys know what I expected of you before we came here. You know that I expected you to win Best Overseas Band. And like, you could hear the silence and everybody gulping. And then he broke into a smile, and he's like, so it's a good thing that you did. And so we started to cheer, and he's like, no, no cheering yet. And we're like, uh-oh. He said, see, there was one thing I forgot to tell you. I forgot to tell you that I also expected you to win Best Band overall in the parade, like the best band through the entire parade. Because you see, the Irish military band has won it for the past 10 years. And now, here's where we got upset, because we're like, whoa. You didn't tell us that you had that expectation. Like, are we fixing to be punished for something that we didn't know you were expecting? And, you know, he got us all to settle down. And then he said, all right, bring it in. And that's when our dance line instructor and our color guard instructor walked in with this absolutely huge Waterford crystal vase. And that's when he told us that we had won Best Overall Band in the parade. So we were ecstatic. I just realized I forgot to tell y'all some of the other experiences that we had while we were there. We got to go to, I've been saying this wrong the entire time. I used to think they were called the Cliffs of Moher, but they're actually called the Cliffs of Moher. So I am so sorry that I have always said it wrong. But we got to go to the Cliffs of Moher, which you've seen in different movies. They're these absolutely huge, steep cliffs, and they had this ribbon on the front, where a rope around the front, where you're not supposed to go up underneath the rope. But I will tell you, some of my classmates are quite dumb, and they don't listen to rules. Um, and they risked their lives because it was very, very windy up there, but they wanted to look down the cliffs, and I'm like, no, I can see down perfectly fine. I'm not going up underneath. You could not pay me enough to go up underneath that rope. It's windy. I don't want to be I don't want the last view that I see to be me heading down into the rocky cliffs. No, thank you. Luckily, nobody got hurt. The person working it, fussed at them and made them get out. But it was an absolutely gorgeous sight. And as we were leaving, I remember us stopping in the road, and we couldn't understand why we were stopped. And that's when they explained to us that sheep have the right of way in Ireland, or at least in that section anyway. And there was a sheep herder that was walking his herd of sheep down the road. So we had to wait for them to pass to be able to move on and go any place further. We also got to go to visit Blarney Castle. Now, Blarney Castle is in ruins, right? It's not a functioning castle. It's just the ruins of it. But what makes it a tourist attraction is that at the very top, and they tell you this whole story of how it was either the builder or someone else that was doing the stones or whatnot, and was telling this tale to the queen, and she says that's a bunch of blarney. And so supposedly, there's a stone there that is called the Blarney Stone. And if you kiss that stone, then you will be gifted the gift of gab, the gift to be able to talk. Well, here's the thing. I've always liked to talk. I didn't need a stone for it, but I still wanted that experience. So I waited in line, and when you get there, there's these two guys, and there's this hole in the castle, in the top of the castle, and they explain to you that here they are, right, and here's the hole, and the Blarney Stone is down here. And so in order to get down there, you have to hang upside down, and they have to hold your feet. Oh, and they said, I'll just be honest with you, a lot of people don't end up kissing the Blarney Stone because they're scared to go that far down. And I said, I don't care. I want to go all the way down. I want to kiss the Blarney Stone. So they held me by my feet, and down I went. And I was dangling by my feet. And before I kissed the Blarney Stone, I did make the mistake of looking down, and that's where I saw they had like these grid bars, but you could still see all the way down. And I just kept thinking, please do not lose your grip on me. But I went ahead, I swung out, and I kissed the Blarney Stone, and I said, okay, you can bring me up now. Because I didn't want them to lose their grip on me. So yes, when I was in Ireland, I got the opportunity to kiss the Blarney Stone, and so supposedly I now have the gift of gab, but I kind of hate to tell people, but I was talking a lot prior to kissing the Blarney Stone, so I'm not sure. Maybe that just added to it. That just added to my ability to talk. And we got to watch. I got to go to the Waterford Crystal place, and I bought my mom this beautiful Waterford crystal vase, and I got it for like $75 American, but that same vase, which actually technically is not the same vase, because when they make their crystal, it's all hand cut, like they're putting it up underneath this water and cutting the etches, and it's all hand etched. And so every pattern, even though it's a similar vase, is all different. But that same vase or similar vase in America is like $500. So my mother really, and she still has that vase. And I got my stepfather, I got him a letter opener with a Waterford crystal handle. I did not go to the Burlington coat factory thing like some people did, because I did the Blarney Castle, while everybody else or other people did that one, because you had to choose. And I was really happy with what I chose. We traveled around a lot. I do remember that every time we went somewhere, though, our bus driver kept going into the pubs. And I remember asking my teacher, I was like, is this really safe? Our bus driver is driving us around and he's been drinking all day. And she told us that I'm sure everything's perfectly fine. And, you know, and he was perfectly fine. Like, there was nothing, he wasn't inebriated or anything like that. So he was probably just going and drinking a soda or whatnot while he was waiting for us. And I guess the most hilarious thing that happened on the trip, and this will be the last thing that I tell you, the most hilarious thing that happened on the trip happened the night before we were supposed to leave. It was St. Patrick's Day. We had been watching, sitting downstairs in the lobby and watching the bar that's attached to the lobby, because we were watching these people drink. Oh, wait, hold on. I do want to have one other thing before I tell this story. I apologize. The most beautiful thing I saw while I was there is we went to Trinity College and we got to see the Book of Kells under glass, which was this absolutely gorgeously illustrated book. So I apologize. I could not forget that we got to see the Book of Kells at Trinity College. Okay, sorry. So anyway, so back to the bar. Obviously, we couldn't go in the bar. So we were watching these people, and I mean, I am so not kidding you. They were already drunk, and we thought it was hilarious to watch. And one guy kept walking around. He had this sign in his hand where it looked like the buffet sign that said pasta. And so he kept walking around to everybody and showing them the sign and going, pasta, pasta, pasta. And he finally approaches one guy and holds out a sign and says pasta. And the guy reaches into his pocket and pulls out a salt shaker and proceeds to pour salt on the sign that says pasta and goes, salt with the pasta? I mean, that may sound stupid, but like, to me, it was hilarious. And so we go back up to our room because our teachers had decided that we had seen enough and it was time to go to bed. We had to catch our flight the next day. And so they were fixing to tape us into our rooms. And what I mean by that is that they didn't want us to get out. So they would put like this tape that there was no way for you to get out of your door and get back in, and that tape get back on the door right. So before they were fixing to come in and tape us, we heard this commotion in the hallway. And so me and my roommates, we opened the door, and lo and behold, we see a naked man running down the hallway. I don't think I'm ever going to get that sight out of my head of the naked man in Ireland running down the hallway on St. Patrick's Day. That will be a memory that will be forever etched in my brain. The trip back was pretty uneventful, with the exception of us Color Guard members spent 5 hours in the London airport, where we proceeded to, in proper high school fashion, annoy the guards and the policemen that had their bobby hats on, because we couldn't do anything else. We were stuck there for 5 hours. But it was an absolutely amazing trip, and I have kept you long enough on this. So we have the giveaway. Okay, so you guys have been, let me cover this up so it doesn't get messed up. You guys have been smashing these specials like crazy. Because from my last one, I was at 139 and we are at 254 with how many have been, how many projects have been done. So my God, y'all, I am so proud of y'all, and y'all keep smashing these specials because Mindy and I are loving seeing what you guys are doing. All right, so I am going to pull up a random number generator. Let me just get it here. All right, and I am going to put in, since my last one was 139, I'm going to put in 140 as the start. So 140 as the start, and my end is going to be 254. 254. Okay, and what you are winning is this beautiful mandala pencil case. Okay, you know, and it opens up, you have your toolkit, you have your drills, and so this is what you are winning, is a mandala pencil case. You can put your drill pins in here, you can put your wax here, your multi-placers, whatever you want to put in here. So this is the prize. Okay, so here we go. Let's see what we get. $1.99. So let me look on my paper. All right, $1.99 is Kelly Bonnie UK. Woohoo! Kelly Bonnie UK. So I am going to contact you on Instagram. I'll send you a direct message through Instagram and get you to get me your information so that I can mail you off your pencil case. All right, so congratulations, guys. So, once again, I'm going to leave you with, like I always do, reach for the stars, grab hold on, and never let go. Until my next video, bye, guys.